Good morning, everyone. If you're new in my channel, my name is Ila and I am welcoming you today from this beautiful place. I am in Amalfi. I'm so excited. It's my first time being in this coast and we just arrived here yesterday, and I'm going to share with you some tips about my journey and how it went. How to arrive here, where do I stay, how did I book everything, and how the journey went. So let's start. So yesterday we went on a flight from Malta, and we took a flight from AirMalta. We booked it like 2 weeks ahead. The flight was not that expensive, and we also took like big luggage. We also decided to have some investigation of what is the best way to arrive from the airport. If you don't know, you don't have an airport in the coastline, so you have to land in Napoli, and from Napoli you have to find a way to arrive here. So you have like several ways to choose from. So you can have a bus, and you can have a cab, and you can have a private car, which we chose to do it ourselves. First option that I said that I didn't want to take is the bus. The reason that, first of all, I am traveling with luggages and I have my clothes and everything, so it's not gonna be very comfortable to take it with me with the bus. And it's not just one stop. I know that you need to stop in Sereno, change the bus, and then take another bus to Amalfi. It was not an option for me. Also because we decided that in a high season, you need to wait to the bus, and there is like a big queue every time you want to use it. So it was out of the question. To take a cab, it was also a good option. But then when you arrive here, you still need to take the bus just to go around and travel. So we decided to take a car. We rented it from this company. I never rent from this company before, so I didn't know what to expect. The prices was really good. We decided to choose a small car because there is not a lot of parking over in the area. So like a small car was the first choice. When we landed in Napoli, we were calling to the company to check where they have their office so we can get the car from. So they told us that there is a shuttle that pick up from the airport exit in 15 minutes, and we decided just to have a walk. It was 5 minutes from the airport, so it was like much faster. But then it's start to get a bit more awkward when we arrived to this office area. It was very crowded. There was a lot of people. There was no very big sitting area. There were like 6 chairs, and there was not organizing with the queue. Everyone was like on top of each other. The assistance was very slow. People were like getting pissed. And then when we were getting to our turn, something started to get very fishy. So we booked this specific car, and when we arrived there, the retail lady, she told us we arrived late. We were supposed to take the car at 11, and we asked her how did she assume that we were supposed to take it at 11 if we book our flight details, which supposed to be at 4 o'clock when we are landing. How come she expect that we will arrive at 11 and someone else will take our car? And then she said, listen, I can upgrade you for 2 levels, but you need to pay only for 1. Now, seriously, it's not about the money. But then we heard the same excuse for the other 2 clients that were next to us. And then I told to my partner, okay, it's kind of like a game. They try to upgrade you just to have more money. They do have the car, but they just trying to tell you, so you just want to leave fast, you want to enjoy your vacation. So they are trying to find another way to charge you more. And I got really pissed, and I told her, listen, we booked that car. I don't care how much time you want me to wait. I am going to get this car and I'm not gonna pay anything else extra. For the car that you want us to book, it was another 12 euros per day, which is basically nothing, but it was a bigger car, which is a problem, because if it's a bigger car, we're not gonna find where to park it, because like I said, there is not really parking area in Amalfi. So the smaller, better it is. We actually waited another 40 minutes to get the car, because she said it's in a car wash. So we were waiting, and then we got the car, but then 2 hours staying in renting car just to get the car that you booked from before. It was a bit of a hassle, and I will definitely not recommend to rent from this company because the experience is not good. And we decided just to go and start our journey. So we took our map and we decided to calculate our roads. So we had several ways to arrive. So you have the way of that you need to pay an extra 2.10 euros. So it's like faster way, which we decided to take that. There is also a freeway, and there is another way which is also to pay, but it was a bit longer. I don't know why, but we choose the one that they charge you only 2.10. Time that the map show us was 1 hour and 16 minutes. Which end up much longer. It end up almost 2 hours and 20, something like that. In the beginning, the road was very nice. It was amazing view. You can see like the mountains, you can see the sea. And then it started to get very awkward. So when you arrive to a stage that you are turning to the way of Sereno, you are basically going on top of the mountain, and on the mountain there is no straight line. It's literally like going by curve. So, and the road is very narrow, so you have to drive so slow. So even if you have this like kilometer in the map, you still need to drive it so slow, so it end up doubling the amount that you want to drive. So in the beginning it was nice, it was still light, it was still daytime, and we even decided to take a stop and have this beautiful view, taking some videos and photos. It's basically breathtaking, but then it started to get dark, and on top of all, it started to get raining, and the road basically were slower, getting slower and slower. We arrived in the end, and then we arrived to this beautiful location which we decided to book from booking.com. I was making a lot of checkup. I was checking in Airbnb, I was checking in booking.com, I was checking literally everywhere. I was even seeing like a lot of videos, recommendation, where to stay. The things that I heard the most is that if you want to book a place on the coast, you need to find out where is the location that you want to stay the most, which means if you want to stay in Positano, just book hotel or Airbnb or whatever in Positano. I wanted to stay in the Amalfi, so I decided to book a place in Amalfi. So this apartment, book it through booking.com. The lady that gave us the key, I think she's the owner. She was amazing. She gave us all this information about buses, about restaurants. She even sent us yesterday night, because we were so hungry, to this beautiful restaurant. Then she explained to us about the location, how to arrive, where to park the car, which by the way, you can also park the car very close by, which is 25 euros per a day. So this apartment have this amazing view. First of all, you can see the whole coast from it. I think it's very important that whenever you book a place, you have all this information about from where to take the bus in case you need to, good restaurant close by, if you have a supermarket, all those things. So it's very important, and I'm really recommending about this place. I don't know if it still have a booking available, but I do recommend so far. Although there is one thing that it's really important to let you know: the shower is super tiny. It's like really small. So if you're like a shower person, you should think of this place again. You can find here also like a coffee machine and also capsules of Nespresso, washing machine, kitchen with all the equipment. Like I said, a beautiful view, living room, a TV, very tiny but still. Yeah, and like I said, when she recommended to us about this location, about the restaurant, I expected like a small pizzeria, but apparently it was like a full restaurant. It was like on top. When we arrived, I felt a bit undressed, but again, I just came from a flight, so who really care? We just sitting there, and there's so much pizza, and there was meat and wine. It's like all the things that I love in one place. And I chose pizza with onions, bacon, and I put a lot of chili on it because I really like. And I took this Malbec wine, which was amazing. My partner took pizza with mortadella and some pistachios and a lot of oil. Flavor was on top. So I have to say that the weather is not the best weather. It's very cloudy, and yesterday it was raining, and I think today is gonna rain again. But the lady that owned this house, she told us for the next 2 days is gonna be a bit like that. It's going to get clear. But I am here to have less time, so I don't really care about the weather. I'm just amazed by this view and by this location, and I cannot wait to start exploring it. So I will see you in my next video, where I'm going to share with you my second day in Amalfi coast, where I'm going to share with you what I did and how did I explore it. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. Ciao ciao!